Hi, good morning. Um, had to go to the store in a late start today. Okay, that's a little close. All right, let me finish my setup. And my setup is. Let me test something. There we go. All right, making sure the audio's coming through. I don't have a goal today. I might try to make one. No, I put the music because I knew I was gonna. I wish it saved per server. Like, it saves any city I join, it's either going to be muted or not muted. But, that's a small thing. All right. Oh, that'd be fun. Be like, talk about giving the car away. Just keep on talking about it for like a week. And then give away the scooter. Like, everybody's going to think, oh, she's giving away that $1 million car and then give away a scooter. Or the Panto. Pete would be like, what the? I never said I was giving away the red one. I just said I was giving a car away. That would be like one of the biggest trolls. It'd be pretty funny, though. That's an idea. That would be pretty funny. All right, so I know Kitty's in the city. That's it. And I don't, Aria doesn't know that, but I do. But she messaged me earlier saying she was at the farm. So I'm going to go to the farm and see if the yeast is done, if the machine's repaired, all of that good stuff. I might have to go pick up some more water because I think I'm out of water. Yep, but if they put an expiration timer on every single thing, then they're going to have to do like a day in advance. And I'd actually have to be in the city a lot more. So it's kind of a double-edged sword. That's how I wanted it. I wanted to get like a certain amount every week, and then I could just prepare it. Because that's what they do at regular restaurants. They don't just, hey, we need this, and then call up the store and they bring it. They have to order it days in advance. Okay, let's see. First off, we're going to go to machines. She probably did repair them because some of the money's gone. Yep, so let's repair this one. All right, I need to see something, actually. She said that she repaired something, vehicle repair, money deposited. Okay, so she sent 3,000, so I'm going to send that back to her. It's not like it's a lot, you know? All right, she just got her money. All right, see, wheat powder, yeast, I have enough. And I have enough to make. What happened to the rest of it? Oh, I made alcohol. Duh. I'm dumb. I'm being dumb. Okay. I still have. Oh, okay. She did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I can make 300. 1, 2, no, 200 more. Well, 300 with the one that's in there. But I gotta keep some out for like the tortillas and stuff like that. So let's see. There's 310. So I can do 200 more alcohol and I'll keep that in there for tortillas and stuff like that. And we're going to have to go get, no, this wheat powder I'm going to turn into flour. That way they have enough flour and yeast and water and eggs to make if they want to go get it. Is she making that right now? Is anything on? No. Okay. So I got the yeast, I got the water, I got the eggs, and what else did I need? Yeast, water. My mind is going, y'all. What am I making? Tortillas. Flour. The flour's what we're missing. Okay. So when the flour gets done, yeah, we don't have any flour. So we're going to make 40 flour. So what it is, I'm going to take out 25 of this. All right. We'll make 40 flour. Shouldn't take too long. Then we'll do the thing we do. The little magic. Okay, this can now be moved up. Since I can't store yeast here or flour, I can just move everything up. That way it's not having to scroll down. I mean, I can still hold water here. Okay, water will be there, and we'll move up the mustard supplies up here. Okay, is there anything else? No. Okay. We're also going to take these cows and take these pigs if I can. Okay, and we're going to give those away today. All right, we're keeping these just in case we need more meat. I don't want to leave her, without anything. So we're going to go ahead and how much room do I have? Okay, I can get 2,000 grapes. That's what I was hoping for. That's the entirety of the 200 bottles of wine. And I would need 2,000 water. Oh, no, that's not it. There we go. Okay, well, I thought it was damaged enough, but it isn't. Let's repair that. Let's go get the water. Oh. My number pad was locked. All right. So we'll get 800, 800, and 400. No, I'll probably just get 3 loads of 800. Gives me something to do this morning. I want to get back over $1 million. I was so close to 2 million, and then I bought that car. I don't regret buying that car. That's fine, Kosh. Good morning, Michael. We don't keep track here. I might do another stream later, but I don't know if it's gonna be 7 Days to Die or Idols. Might be both. I'm building a base in 7 Days to Die. Like, I'm trying my hand at it. All right, I'm thinking. Let's see. All right, I got that. I'm trying to do a little math in my head. There's 3 worlds on Ark that I'm a part of, and I think I can let 1 go and just stay on 2. But to be honest, I mean, I don't know. Like, Ark's not, it gets old quick. Let me put it that way. When you're not playing it to beat it, when you're not playing it to just like, oh, I can go beat the bosses, I can do that. There's an end game to it, and the end game is massively weak. It's just basically wander around building stuff, and then that gets old too. But I'm trying to raise, I need tomorrow, they activate 2 times raisin, so I need to finish up. I have a dinosaur. It'd be 20 hours or 10 hours. So I'm going to take the 10 hours. And it's a beautiful purple and silver tech Pegasaur. Or Gigantosaur. But yeah, one of the maps I'm only on there because somebody gives away free dinosaur eggs. But I've been noticing he's just giving away the same ones now. Like, there's no variation, and I have like 10 of each. So I don't need to be on that one anymore. I can just pack everything up, send it back over, and there you go. Keep it as my favorite. That way I can go back there if I ever need to. But I kind of remember why I stopped playing Ark in the first place. Because we hit the group we were playing, we hit this. Like, it's just maintenance now. Like, it's fun, but at the most part, I log in, go to the bases, and then log out. It's just maintenance. Oof, there's only two, is it 2 or 3? I think there's only 2 dinosaurs that don't have a basilisk and a karakios. And a basilisk is exactly what you think it is. It's a giant serpent. Doesn't do like stone or anything like that, but I like how it looks. And the karakinos is like this giant crab. And it's just fun because you can like fling stuff. You could pick stuff up and throw it. And when I say throw it, I mean throw it. Like from right here, if I had one in the city, from right here, I could probably throw it past those windmills. Like it throws things. And it's just fun to watch. Like you pick up a little dinosaur, like a Dilophosaurus, a little small thing, and you just yeet it across the map. Shit. All right, do I have any messages? Nope. All right. Well, in Idols yesterday, I found the house robbery guy. Someone was nice enough to show me where it was. Arya knows, Sierra doesn't know, and Sierra doesn't want to know. I need to go in there today, though, to promote the card giveaway. I should have did that already this morning. I should have did that before I logged into Redline. If you have a computer, you have 5M, and you just kind of watching and you want to come, you know, hey, you might win a car. Ah, okay. Why am I not getting the pickup? Oh, there we go. I was about to say, why am I not getting the pickup? But I want to save doing the house robbery stuff for when there's cops on because I want to interact with them. Good morning, Games. Games, Arya found the house robbery guy in Idols. I think you were watching though. I need to check my off-road car and see if it has a trunk. Because I know last time I was in the server, I bought the Draugr. And it had no storage. So I'm not sure if the off-road vehicles have storage. Oh, come on. Yep. There we go. There's always wiggle room. I wonder what would happen, right? I wonder what would happen if in real life somebody like a company driver, not on purpose, right? But drove down there like that, survived, of course, you know, no injuries or anything. Would he be fired? If he did it on purpose, I would expect he would. But if he did it on accident, I don't know. It's an interesting question. I think, okay, so yesterday night, for those of y'all watching, and for those of y'all who are just tuning in now, I had a question, okay? And I asked it before I left. In your opinion, this was asked to me by someone. In your opinion, who is the best movie villain of all time? And you cannot say Darth Vader. You cannot say, oh, I missed my turn. I guess I'm going the back way. You can't say Darth Vader because he's the #1 most popular movie character of all time is Darth Vader. But one angry soldier said Yzma from Emperor's New Groove. And I can see it. Like just pure and you can use horror movies, right? You can use a horror movie character, but in my opinion, that's a little lazy. Hannibal Lecter is up there. He was #3 on the top villains. Because Darth Vader, Xenomorph, and Hannibal Lecter. My favorite was number 7, and it's Scar from The Lion King. Because he was just evil from start to finish. Like, there was no redeeming. Like, even Darth Vader got redemption at the end. Scar, nope, he was evil from beginning to end. He's probably No Country from Old Man. Yeah, that guy had no remorse. He just killed everyone. Didn't he get hit by a car in the end? Like, I don't think he died, but I thought he got it. Or was that the guy he was hunting? I haven't seen that movie. I watched it once and it was okay. Not my kind of movie. But I remember somebody got hit by a car at the end. I was watching a video about the reason I started looking all this up was they had a video I was watching of the top 10 superheroes, like money, money superheroes. Jafar, yep. Well, no, Jafar never got a redemption arc. He still was evil. Yeah, well, I don't know if I agree with that, James. Because it's set in what movie was it? It was either 3 or Resurrection or Aliens, I'm not sure, that they are highly aggressive and that they don't care. They will attack. So, in a sense, it might be. You're probably right, though. I can't say the dinosaurs from Jurassic Park because they were just trying to eat, They're not inherently evil. All right, we're going to take the water out. Like the Jurassic Park, the T-Rex. It wasn't evil. Wait a minute. Oh, I didn't have enough room to have the water, so it dropped it on the floor. That's what happened. Okay. Yep, see, it's right there. I forgot I had all those pigs and stuff, so we'll take what we can. Take 2 at a time. I'm gonna put those pigs in the box. Pigs in the blanket. I'm gonna find somebody's car that's unlocked and just drop them in there. Like, I don't know that, I'm not talking about inherently evil, but this is not my opinion, y'all. This is y'all's opinion. I remember I lost a whole run of tomatoes one time because I didn't realize I dropped them on the floor. I lost like 600. But I just went and picked up more. But the most evilest villain in movies. That was the question. Okay, I don't need to put I'll be honest with everyone here. The GTA stuff, I'm over it. GTA 6, I'm over it. Just come out already. I know they're trying to hype it up, but let me put it this way. It's gonna be a good game for me because I'm not watching all of this. Everybody who is just like nail biting, waiting for them to drop something, y'all are gonna be so disappointed when it comes out. That's what happened with Watch Dogs. They saw the trailer, it looked so good, everybody was just waiting, and it hyped it up way more than it actually was. You know what? Hold on. Ambulance and a Roxwood mechanic. Do I go to the Roxwood mechanic? Probably, might be Frank up there. But I'm over the hype for GTA 6. Yep, I'm usually now it's me, sometimes Eddie, and they have another person. I can't think of his name right now, but he has not been streaming Redline lately. He's been streaming something else. But yeah, the early morning streamers have kind of went downhill, and I'm doing it because I have free time right now. My afternoons are usually a little busier. They've been a little white lately. Hold on a second. All right, everyone. Sorry, I had to ask a question. I will not be streaming Saturday. My patient has a baby shower to go to, and it's in another city, so we're gonna have to drive. Depending on what time we leave, I might could throw a small short in the morning one. But, yep. So as we've lost our pets, right? I lost my pet. There's a new baby in her family. So as death begets life, if you know what I mean. You know, it's a circle of life. Lion King had that right. And you know, I believe in heaven. I believe that your pets go to heaven. If your pets don't go to heaven, I don't know if I want to go there. I want to go where my pet went. There's nobody here. Oh, yeah, there is. That is not Frank, though.
Hi.
Hello. I just came to see who was working.
Me again.
Okay, are you
I
okay?
was here.
Like, you getting your rabies
Maybe.
treatment? That's why you got your mask on?
Nah. I'm I'm just shy.
Oh, okay. You want a present?
Depends what kind of present.
No, that's not for you. That's for someone else. There you go. Have fun with those.
What what can I do with those?
Start a farm, get some truffles, give them to a police
Huh?
officer.
Okay.
Yep, you have fun with those. All right, have a good day. I'll see you later. I literally just came to give him. I gave him 100 eggs. I don't care what you do with them. I need them out of my storages. All right. So the only other place open was ambulance. I'm not going to give ambulance 100p. They have enough stuff in their pockets. Okay, the restaurant's not open. I have no idea what Kitty's doing. Maybe she's the ambulance. Maybe she's the medic. That dude is like, I was going to give, that's what my plan was, to give the pigs to the police officer. But I didn't have them in my pocket. I know. No. I'm gonna say Alex. I'm just gonna call you Alex. Believe me. No. I understand. I myself have. I have. It's okay. You know. I have 6 older brothers, and I have lost 2 of them so far. One of them is in a bad way. So you don't have to feel anything bad about that. I know what you're going through. I've lost my father. I've lost 2 of my brothers. We don't have any pets right now, but I'm hoping. You know what one thing is though? Like cats and dogs. I think my cat would get along with my dog. If they're up there in heaven, I think they would get along. But we had twin cats. And like one chose me, one chose my partner. My partner's cat, I don't think he's going to get along with the dog. So I hope they do. I hope when I go up there, I can just, run around in the grass with all of them, pet them and hold them. I have to believe, not just for morality, like if scientists were to prove that like the Bible was just written by someone, that none of this happened, it introduced morality. Because without morality, you wouldn't be able to drive a car. And what I mean by that is if there was no taboo about sin, about killing people, if you cut someone off in traffic without morality, they could just pull a gun out and shoot you and not feel bad about it at all. So even if this was like something created, it brought with it a sense of, I guess I would say morality, that would be the word, like a sense of consciousness. Like, you know, there are things that are bad, there are things that are good. Because if we didn't have, like, the first commandment is thou shalt not kill. You know, if that wasn't there, if we grew up in society where there was no rule saying that you shouldn't kill, then would we even still be here? What would our world be like? Like, everybody has told me, I've talked about this with a couple of people before, and they're like, oh, we'd be living in a scientific utopia, right? If there was no religion and science and all that, I believe it would be scorched earth. I believe we wouldn't. I believe something science-wise would have wiped everything out, would have decimated all life on planet Earth. And the reason I say that is because name me one weapon that has been built that they have not used. They are so eager to try out these new weapons that I believe they would have just tried it out and something would have went wrong. But I believe, you know, I believe there's a God. I believe in heaven. I believe in hell. I don't believe in the devil, but I believe there is one. But it's just the inherent sense of right and wrong. You know, like, even in Redline, there's a rule. You can't just indiscriminately kill people. You know, and if you do, you go to jail. You know, without the first commandments, that rule he'd already quit off. I wonder where the ambulance is. But without those rules, you know, there would have just been like viciousness. We would be a barbarians. We'd be, when you watch alien movies and they're like, we don't want to contact the humans because they're a barbaric species. That's what we would be without these rules. We would be just like, cannibalism would run rampant because there'd be no, you know, eventually something would have come up, but would it have been too late? Yeah, like, you know, the Bible, like, they have a bunch of people that'll say it contradicts itself. Well, everything is a contradiction. Everything is a contradiction. And what does it hurt, right, to have faith in it? You know, I'm not saying be like, whenever people talk about having faith in religion, instantly people go to full-on Catholicism. And I'm not like, no. What does it hurt just saying, yeah, I believe there's a God? That's all he requires, by the way. He doesn't need you to go to church. He doesn't need you to do communion. He doesn't need you to confess. He just wants to know that you have faith in something greater than yourself. It's not important what you have faith in. It's important that you have faith. And that's a Kevin Smith line, by the way. That was in Dogma, and it's stuck with me my entire life since I heard it. It's not important what you have faith in. It's just important that you have faith. Oh, speaking of faith, I'm going to change the subject completely. I think she was a better vampire slayer than Buffy. If you know, you know. I've always liked Eliza Dushku, though. I've always thought she was a great actress. I don't mind Sarah Michelle Gellar, but she ended up playing the same character in everything. The only movie she was different in was Cruel Intentions, and even then she played the mean girl Cordelia from Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I think she just kind of copied that. But I liked Faith. I liked Faith more than I liked Buffy. But, you know, while I'm sad that I lost my pets, right? And the thing is, and Alex, you'll understand this. Everyone who's lost one will understand this. We have to live on, which is not the bad part. But I don't have a cat anymore. I like Willow. She played all kind of different roles. Like, I liked her act as an actress. She's played all kind of different roles. Bad guys, good guys, comedy. She's good. But I don't have the cats anymore. And it's the finality of now we're getting rid of everything. Like everything we own is being given away or thrown away. And eventually it's going to be all gone, you know? Eventually we're not going to have anything left except like photos. And, you know, if your phone goes out, your photos are gone. You can back them up, but what happens if the internet shuts down one day? That's the thing, like the finality of it. When you finally get rid of that last thing that was theirs. Like we have to clean the floors because, you know, we don't walk in by their litter box. We don't really walk by there except to change it. I threw away the litter box yesterday. Yes, they did. They really did do Tara dirty. But, who was the Seth Green? That was another person. Like, he was supposed to be on that show for, like, they wouldn't have made Willow and Tara a thing because, like, Josh Whedon, I forgot where he said it. It was an interview long, long ago where he said Seth and, well, what was his character? Oz. That was his character name. Oz and Willow were supposed to be married after high school. They were going to go to college together, get engaged, and get married. But then he wanted the same amount of pay that Allison Hannigan, that's her name, she got. Like, he wanted the same pay she got, and they were like, no. So he quit, and then when he quit, he became a movie star for a while. So it's like, is that green or blonde? I couldn't tell. What, my hair? Yes, Seth Green he was in the school with him, and he would always see Willow walking by, and he'd be like, who's that girl? But he was in a band. He was not supposed to be a werewolf either. He was not supposed to be a werewolf. He was just supposed to be an eccentric guy, like, you know, and he was supposed to be the normal guy out of everybody. Because Xander was supposed to be yeah, Oz had red hair, yeah. But, oh, the hair, green. My hair's green in here. My hair's always been green. But, Oz was supposed to be a normal, because Xander was supposed to be the person you saw through. Like, the show was about Buffy. Willow was becoming interested in the Wiccan and all that. Xander was supposed to be the everyday guy. Like, we were all supposed to relate to Xander because he's just a normal human put in all of this. And, he started getting stuff too, and he got the military thing, and when they did that, they needed another regular person. And that's why they brought Giles back too, just like the librarian. Like when he stopped doing all the going out with her, hunting stuff himself, because instead of using Oz, because the contract dispute, they made Giles go back to being just the regular old man who was just watching everything. Because in the first few seasons, Giles was out there with her. Like he was hunting with her. It was supposed to be the everyday person was Xander for men and Cordelia for women. But then Cordelia went over to Angel and became, you know... Truth be told, my favorite character in Buffy the Vampire Slayer is Spike. Not the first 3 seasons, but when she went to the college, when he went to, I don't know, I ended up liking Spike a lot. And he's a good actor too, Jonathan Marston. I think that's his name. He's a very good actor if you watch him in other things. Didn't really care for Drusilla. I did not like Angel. I did not like Angel, even I've never watched his show. I watched the final episode because I wanted to know what happened to Buffy, because I figured it'd be addressed. But I just never, and I don't like the actor either, David Boreanaz. Just never liked, I don't know, something about him. I didn't like. Something about him was not my thing. But Spike was by far my favorite character. Spike, Dawn, and Tara. Those were my 3 favorite characters. Yeah, I know. Like they really did. Tara was only in the show to be like hounded and harassed. Like, she was in there to be a target, basically. You know, she knew magic. She knew all this stuff. She knew more than Willow at first. But everything they did, they just kind of made her. And then they tried to paint her as the bad guy between her and Willow. I hated that. I'm like, she had a valid reason for breaking up with Willow. You were trying to change people with your magic. That's not that's not what magic's used for in that show. I can only imagine someone doing this in real life and like the medical bill. But yeah, I remember when they tried to paint her as the bad guy, and I'm just like, why? Yeah, I know. The girl who played Dawn, Michelle Trachtenberg, I think. She passed away, I think last year or earlier this year. She was also in what was that movie with Matthew Perry and the guy from High School Musical? I can't remember his name. It'll come. He's in The Greatest Showman too. I like that movie, The Greatest Showman. I grew up with there's Harriet the Spy, yeah. I was a little bit out of that age group when that came out. But I remember she was Harriet the Spy. Euro Trip, yep. I'm trying to think of the movie I'm thinking of. It was Matthew Perry goes back in time to when he was a teenager, and he helps his son and his daughter in school. And the villain was this horrible guy with like spiky blonde hair, and who's just trying to rip off Keith Sutherland from Lost Boys. He just was really trying. Now, I can't remember the name of the movie. 17 again. Yep, that's it. Right there. Dame's got it. Zac Efron. That's the name of the other guy. Zac Efron. But yeah, the guy, go watch 17 again, and when you see the bad guy in the movie, tell me he is not trying to rip off the Lost Boys. Like, he is trying to go for that look in, like, a collegiate school. We got from talking about movie villains, now we're talking about I am old. I was in high school. Me too. Me too. Like, I can remember watching new episodes of Star Trek The Next Generation, And that show, I think 93? I think it came out in like 87 and it ran to like 94, I think. I'm a DS9 fan though. I like DS9, probably the best out of all of them so far. A lot of people would be like, really? But their storylines, not only did it matter, but they were recurring. Like things they did in previous seasons would come back to bite them. That never happened on Next Generation. They might bring up something from a past episode, but it wasn't, it wasn't the plot of the episode. They didn't have a coherent villain on TNG. You can say Q, you can say the Borg, but those were used in other shows as well. Like the Cardassians, those were used in strictly, mostly DS9. All right, so I got 1,600 water. What's that for? So I'm going to take 400 water. Let's see if I can carry it. I gave 100 pigs away. I can. I told her I was going to put my father liked Trek. Yeah. I need to find Joey. I'm going to slip Joey those. He's not going to be in the city for a while. There we go. She put 3,000 of her own money, so I gave it back to her. She doesn't understand. She does understand. Let me put it this way. I don't need the money. Like, there's nothing in this city right now that I'm like, ooh, I want that. You know? Oh yeah, I don't have that many. Duh. I bought the car because, I don't want to stack the money because then it's not in the economy. It's not helping to buy new cars. That's why I put the money in there. Okay, so I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the rest of this water no, he did not. He's not in the city. Oh. What happened there? Hold on. Press F8 to accept or deny. But when you press F8, it brings up this me. Oh, okay. Oh, wow. There we go. I had to reset my phone so it can capture audio. I think he was streaming earlier, but when he streams in the mornings, he doesn't really stream that well. Sometimes he does, sometimes he does. I tried games. I tried watching Discovery. I got to like halfway through the second season and I was like, I can't do this. It was not good. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to turn the tortillas on since we have the flour. All right, see, I only needed 600 water. I did not need 2,000. I need 2,000 grapes. So all that extra water will go towards the bread production. So we're going to take 40 is all we can make. So we're going to take this. We're going to take out 40, and it's going to leave me with 270. So I need to, uh-oh. Where did that yeast go? Okay, it's in my inventory. I was about to say, wait a minute. Then, wait a minute, I can't put it back in? Okay, straight to Reddit. Straight to Discord. Server bug. General bug. New post. All right, there we go. All right. I put it in the server bug because if they're like, oh, it's meant to be that way, then guess what? No farms will be working. Because it won't be, it would be extremely dumb. Let me put it that way. Because there's nothing I can do with this by itself. Like, I can't do anything with just yeast. I can't, there's nothing. It has to be made into bread. So not being able to put it back really hinders. And if they're like, that's now how it's going to be, then I'm just going to be like, well, then you lost. Then you could take the farms out because I'm the last one doing it. And now I'm not going to do it because you've just made it so horrible. And they might be watching. Someone from Redline might be watching. But that is something. If you take the yeast out and we can't take things out of our farm and put it back in, then that's why nobody wants to do it. Because they just the alcohol is ridiculous now, especially with the timer on the yeast. They've successfully prevented people from making millions upon millions by changing the ingredients. If you just keep on pushing, we told Riley. Riley told us, I'm the only one doing it. She's not doing it. Rodney's not doing it. Sean's not doing it. Teabag's not doing it. I'm the only farm in the city that's actually working as a farm. And if they're going to take away my ability to do that right, then, what's the point? Like, they could take the foundries and the farms out right now, and I don't think anybody would really care. I would, because I like the farm. But, the foundries, everything could be done at the mini mall. They could just sell oil and all that. They need to give the foundries, like we have alcohol, the farm has alcohol. They need to give the foundries something that's their own, you know? Because I was gonna buy both actually. I was saving up to buy a farm and I was gonna save up and buy a foundry. All right. This might be a bug, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna quit out. I'm gonna restart it. It might just be a bug like that. Oh, okay, I got an update on Claude. I know I said I was gonna start playing Claude, but I've been waiting for this update. Because apparently they're fixing a lot of stuff with this update. So I might start playing Claude. And like I said, I'm not gonna play that off of stream. That's gonna be a strictly on-stream game. Yep, I need to have a talk with the owners of Idol. Nothing bad, you know. I'm happy with where it is. It's just they need to address two things. All right, we're gonna do this, and it's coming back, y'all. It's coming back. Jean Claude? No. I thought it was coming back. Let's see. Oh, I didn't push join Redline. That's why. I'm sitting here like, why isn't it doing it? But that's because I didn't push the button. Okay. Pull this up. We're gonna go to this. No. Look, y'all, everyone. I want to actually like interview French. Like ask him about him and Elon and Maka and Mac. Like literally sit down one day, like have a stream like this where it's just the picture and actually just talk to them about their experiences in Redline and how it's changed their life. Because like a lot of people would be like, I don't think, blah, blah, blah. But I think a lot of people would be interested in that. Hi, Robert. Thank you. Yeah, be careful out there, Robert. Make sure you stay hydrated and keep the sun off you if you can. Heat stroke is my worst fear now that I'm on this diet. But I think people would be interested, and I think it'd be interesting. I've had interviews like that where I've done it before. I'd especially like to hear from, let's see, the people I would like to do it. I'll tell y'all right now. Not all like one at a time, right? Just one at a time. Not like have a group meeting, but I would love to do Elon Up and Mac, HTK, Tommy, Maka, even Bucket, just people who've been here for a while and just they've seen Harvey, just to see how, this has changed their life. I'd even start talking to people like I'd like to do it with Kitty, just to see how it's been for her since she started, Tater. Just start like an interview thing. I'm leading people out and I'm not trying to like, not, I'm not saying I wouldn't talk to Lauren or a lead. Yeah, I'd still do it with that. But I think it would be an interesting. right, sorry, y'all. I had to talk to someone. We should be getting the call today about our cat. Like, the service should be done. So we're waiting on that. All right, so let's see. My car's going to be gone because I signed out in the farm. So it's gone. So let's see if this works, if the yeast is there. Okay, see, I'm going to go to Discord right now, and I'm going to put, never mind, fixed itself. Can I just delete this? Yes, I can just delete it. There we go. See, sometimes a reset is all you need. Because I just thought about it. I had all the cows and pigs, too, and it wasn't telling me about those either. Okay, so... You know what? I'll let it take. I'll let it take. I'm fine with it. But I know they need tortillas. Do I still have things here? Oh, wow. I still have 111 yeast right here. You know what? I'm going to pull that off. I don't want that up there. All right. So if I go get the grapes right now, then I can... You know what? Let me call Kitty and ask her what she's doing. She might be, EMSing. Okay. She might be busy. I think she's probably doing the EMS, and she might be with someone. So we're just gonna go. I was gonna ask her if she can go get a load of grapes. That was it. What's my stock look like? Yep. All right. I can still do it. All right. We're gonna do red because I can only get 1,200 of the white. Yep. All right. So see, the thing worked itself out. So I don't gotta. I went and deleted the post about the yeast not going in there. Okay. But I forgot what we were talking about. I remember talking about I don't need that much water. But yeah, when she told me that we're expecting the call today, it kind of, kind of threw that all what my thought process was out the window. Oh no, I took that too wide. But let's see. Eminently. Oh, we were talking about yeah, I'd like to start like in a little interview process. And I wouldn't stream it, right? I would record it. And that way, if they were like, hey, look, don't use that, I could edit it out, you know? You know, if they had a question that they didn't want answered, I could be like, okay, we can omit that, I would record them. I should get my friend to do that. Oh, that might be a good... Actually, if I thought about that, that'd be a good idea. He produces radio commercials. Like, he's the voice for radio commercials. He has, like, an interviewer voice already. That might be an idea. I don't know if he would be able to do it, though. He wouldn't know what questions to ask, you know what I mean? Somebody who's in Redline would have to do it. Because they would know. I was about to say, is that another player? But no, it's not. I'd have to write, like, a script, For each person. Like, I couldn't ask them the exact same. A lot of the questions might be the same. But, like, you can't ask, as the server owner, you can only ask one person that, as the lead developer, as the head of the admin, you can't ask everyone that. But, that might be a very good series to do. It would just be finding time with everyone, Because Elite's now got daddy duties. Alana has daddy duties. You know, I'd like to do, you know who I'd like to hear from actually? I'd want to do it together. I'd want to do Hatchie and Dan and Joey and Haley. Do an interview with both of them being on at the same time. Just like a Discord call or something that gets recorded. You know, Wally and Mr. Turtle, because I think they met on 5M. I'm not sure, but I think she told that story where she met him on 5M. You know, how has this one mod changed your life? You know, one of my questions, had you ever played Grand Theft Auto Online? Because somebody y'all watch, I know this for a fact because I've talked to him about it. Someone y'all watch has never played GTA Online. They started with 5M, they've never played Grand Theft Auto Online. Now, I bet you there's a couple of people on this server that haven't. I might do that. I might, like, you know what you could do is, what you do is you, now I'm not trying to get personal, right? I'm not going to be like, where do you live? Where do you know? None of that. Not how old are you? If they want to say that, you know, I'll tell them in the very first thing, I'd be like, if you feel like this is a personal question, you do not have to answer it and just tell me and I'll edit it out, you know? But, practice on myself, you know, write the questions that I would want to be asked about, ask myself, listen to my answer, see where I can improve or, you know, what works and what doesn't work. It's all about throwing the spaghetti on the wall and seeing what sticks. That was a saying one of my friends used to say. It's all about throwing the spaghetti on the wall and see what sticks. But I honestly believe people would be interested in that. You know, they might give you some insight. You might hear an answer from someone that you never thought, you know? Did Joey meet Haley on 5M? You know? I bet you there's more stories like that of people meeting each other on video games. Then I think Joey's went over this and I think they met on another game. I think he's talked about that before. I'd want to ask Haley, like, you know, what attracted you to a bum like him? Just, you know, as a joke. I'm not trying to be, you know, be like, Hatchie, you obviously could do better than Dan. And I'm joking when I say that, right? It's 100% a joke. Just to get the laughs out of him. Because Hatchie has an infectious laugh. Like when she laughs, it makes everybody kind of smile and giggle. And I love that. I love that about Hatchie. And she never gets mad. Like, I've never really seen her mad on her stream, you know what I mean? Like, she's always finding the positive. And that's a rare thing. Because, you know, games are meant to elicit all kind of emotions from us. You know, they're not trying to get you angry. Up there goes somebody. I don't know who that was. But, you're supposed to get an emotional attachment and an emotional reaction from video games. And to be someone who can just, like, not get upset. Like, I've never seen her play Call of Duty. She might get mad in there. But, you know, she gets caught by the police, and to her, it's just like, hey, it is what it is. Most people are like, you know, oh, I can't believe the cops caught me. I got to go to jail. But, you know, it'd be interesting to see, you know, when you started playing 5M, did you expect, especially, like, I'd love to ask French and Alana this, did you expect what would come from it? Or did you just think after 5 or 6 months, you'd just give up because nobody'd be watching? You know? Did you have a feeling that you were going to go this distance? I mean, Alana's been streaming for what, 10 years now? 10 or 11? He was doing GTA 4 mods. I think he was streaming before 5. I'm not sure. I'd have to go look up his early. Well, you can't really look up his earliest video on YouTube because he might have taken some of them off. He might have took some of his early. You know what though? Y'all want to like see growth? Go look at him and his face cam from like 10 years ago and look at him now. You can see the change. Like you can see the difference. Some of those games out there just test our patience. Yeah. I know the only game that I know that people get really pissed off about is the Dark Souls series. Like games like that. I know people get extremely mad with the Dark Souls series. I've never played them. I tried Bloodborne once, and it just wasn't for me. I like the hack and slash, like the old classic Dynasty Warriors. That's why I think I like the 7 Days to Die, because it's kind of like that. All right, let's start off wine. Okay, I got the grapes. I got the bottle. I have the yeast. Yep. All right, let's go. We're going to start off with red, and we're going to go pick up another truck full, and that'll be it for getting all the stuff. So we're going to turn that on. Did the water form? Yeah, it's turned on. Okay. All right. I know who that drives that blue car with the blue underglow, but I cannot remember. But I've seen it before. I've talked to the person. I kind of want to say it's Max, but I don't think it's Max. I might ask though, would y'all be down for like interviews or, I'm sure somebody's probably tried this before. Plus, they don't want to do anything to hurt their brand. So like, what if somebody like puts a hit piece out instead of I wouldn't want to do that though. I like everybody in Redline. I try to promote this server, and that might be a good way to promote the server. I don't know. I might gauge interest in it. Ask a few people in the server. Like, I'm not just going to be able to sit down with them, right? I would have to do other people first. Like, I can't just start at the top and then work my way down. That's not how things like this work. And honestly, to be honest, I'd probably want myself personally. I would want to start with the streamers that are like, have the low especially someone under 500. Because we need to get every one of those streamers up to 500 subs. Because then they can raid, then they can start sharing, with the Redline community. They don't just like, okay, this is who's on, go to their server. No, we can actually like send you over there. And they can promote themselves, And I know not everybody has the most thrilling content, but it's real. That's why I watched Redline. And that's why I like the streamers I like, because they're real. I love Kitty. Kitty streaming, Squeeze the Tater, they're real. They're not trying to be fake. They're not trying to put on an act. There are some streamers in Redline that I think try to put on an act. Like, they try to hide a lot. I'm one of them, I'll be honest with y'all, but y'all know why I do it. I do it because of NDAs at my work. Confidentiality agreements with my work is extremely high because, we aren't dealing with poor people, basically. Let me put it that way. People that we have as clients, they have the money to hire us full time. And when I say full time, I mean 24/7. And yep, that's one of the things about the agreement is they don't want all their information out there. If I told people I live right here, and somebody might come rob us. It's a modest house. It's not, mansions or anything like that. but it's a modest house that I stay in. It's got enough room for my pets, myself, my partner, and my patient. We're not like bumping into each other. But I might ask, start out with, some of the lower team straight, and then if it works well and people enjoy it, then you move up. Then you start moving up. You start out with the Tater, the Kitty, the One Angry Soldier, Kiba, and then you move up to Reese, Stabbies. Then you go to Joey and Haley, Dan and Hatchie. Then you move up to like the Lauren and Elite. Then you go to like French, Mac, and all them. Mac might not be in the city as much anymore, but she is a very integral part of this city. She is part of a glue that holds us all together. I have mad respect for Mac. And I like her RP style. I like when she goes crazy and she plays it straight as well. Like she can play both a crazy person and a straight person pretty well. I think I could probably play a crazy person pretty well. Like, I like it when when she does her jealousy thing. That is just the funniest. You get some of the funniest RP when she's doing her jealousy thing with Opie. I still remember when they blew her up at Frenchie's restaurant in 1.8. They gave Echo the rocket launcher, and she came out there and shot everyone. I still laugh at that. Oh, phew, I was afraid I was going to go over that bridge. That car I hit the car wrong, and it launches me up over that bridge. I don't know. That might be something to talk to him about. Like, just gauge an interest, I guess. Like, I don't want to get personal with them. They wouldn't be long interviews, right? They'd be like 20 minutes, maybe 30 if I can, like, come up with the right questions to ask. But I want them to elaborate. Like, a good interviewer will ask a question and allow the interviewee to answer it, right? That's why news organizations are not good interviewers. Because they'll ask a question, and then the second they hear something that they don't like, they'll interrupt and try to stop them from answering. That's a bad interview. Like, you're interviewing this person to get their opinions. If their opinions don't line up with yours, that's not a reason to just shut them out. That's why I don't watch live news anymore. I watch CNN. They're actually worse. They're worse. MSNBC and Fox, they have people who interrupt, but for the most part, they'll let them answer the question. But CNN, the second someone says a word they don't like 5 people jump on the person. And it's like, that's not what I'm here for. I want to hear their opinion. Because that's how you form opinions, right? If you only hear one side of an opinion, then you're doing yourself a disservice. I used to go to foreign media to find out about American stuff. I'd go look at what foreign, but now they're just as worse. Is that a local? I don't think that's a local. It might be, though. It's just weird seeing him drive on that side of the street. I don't know, that might have been a local. I always look to see if they're open. But yeah, I don't get my news pretty much. I'll read articles now. What the hell? Okay. I'll read articles, but I'll read both sides. Like, I'll read a CNN story and a Fox News story because the truth is usually in the middle. The truth is usually in the middle. But I used to go to BBC, but yeah, there it is right there. You're 100% Kosh. It's just influencers now. I can't stand, like, the bad influencers, like the YouTube ones that legitimately, and mostly what I'm talking about are the breast influencers, like the women who wear scantily clad clothes and sit in a chair, and they're wearing like short shorts and stockings and a very low cut shirt. And it's like, that push-up bra is working double time. You know they do not look like that when they wake up in the morning. They had one, I forgot her name. But I watched her one time and I'm like, my God, first off, she had her just if she was wearing two postage stamps and a shoestring she was wearing, that would have been more. But you could see the makeup on her face. Like you could see how much she had to use to get to look like that. And it's like, I get it that, you're selling your body at that point. But it's like, that's too much. All right, so I need to pull out 600 grapes, I think. Yep. Did I carry all that or is it going to drop it? Yep, I got them. All right. And we're going to go throw those in the box. And there we have another 3 rounds of alcohol. We just got to go pick up the 800 instead of 1,000. They had one streamer. I forgot her name. She would stream in a bathing suit. And she was an Asian woman and she was pretty. But you could see the push-up underneath the bathing suit. You could see the push-up bra. Like she was not rocking what she was rocking. I like that one. The one I thought was funny too, but just it gets old pretty quick was the girl who did the digital version of herself. I think Miku was her name or something like that. She's funny at first, but then after you watch her a couple of times, it's just like, okay, it's the same thing. But it was entertaining. But she was definitely like playing dumb to get the reaction. Yeah. You also have to remember all these news agencies you see, COVID, for example, right? We heard all these positive things about the vaccine. Oh, it was so great and nothing wrong with it. Now they're coming out with stuff where, yes, there's very harmful things in the COVID vaccine. Well, why didn't they tell us this before? Because who's the number one sponsor of those news? Fox, CNN, MSNBC, all of them. It's Pfizer, and they were making the vaccine. So it is corporate news. They have plenty of reporters who said they've written about these companies that advertise on them, and the people above them have had them killed. Because, not the people, but the stories. Have had the stories not published because they're talking about their advertisers. That's not how news works. I agree with the freedom of the press, but I think it should also be a responsibility of the press. Hold on. Hello.
Hi, you called. Sorry, I was
Yeah.
unconscious on the ground.
Oh, okay. I was wondering what you were doing.
I'm doing lumber with Frank.
Okay, I made a farm run, but I made it all. I just finished up. I'm making some more wine.
Nice. Ooh.
Oh, I made some more flour for you so
Yeah.
you can make the bread. I turned the tortilla machine on as well.
Ah, great. Yeah. I thought I turned it on earlier, but maybe I forgot to put something in.
Yeah, there was no flour. So I took some of the powder and made
I
flour.
put in the powder instead of the right.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah,
It's
I
working.
had literally just woken up for 5 minutes, so my brain probably wasn't working right yet.
Okay. But no, I just wanted to see if you'd come run and help me grab some grapes, but I just finished.
Okay, yeah, no, but next time I would love to. I'm just trying to get a lot of money going right now because I helped Max get a car and I financed it. So, and I don't
now
like
wait a minute.
having something financed.
Max has a ton of money. Why didn't he just pay you back?
Well, apparently he doesn't have a ton of money right now.
Oh, he probably went and bought a bunch of cars too.
Probably, yeah. So he's working hard. I know that he's working
hard. How much
hard
was that car?
I'm getting a total of 660 of him, but he rounded it up to 700.
No, on finance. How much is the car? How much do you owe still?
I still owe 400 and something, but it's fine.
No,
I don't mind it. I have 200 and something in the bank right now, and lumber pays pretty good actually. So
yeah. Okay, well,
and I can also sell the lumber itself, the planks itself. That's right. People hate doing lumber, so they pay a good penny for it.
That's true. They
So
do.
I hope
Okay,
by
well,
tonight I can pay off that debt, so I'm no longer in debt.
okay, no problem. Well, all right, I'll see you in a little while. I'm gonna go run around.
Okie dokie. Have a good day.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Y'all, I'm gonna send her 500,000 and tell her to pay off the car. I would rather her owe me than have you on the clock, right? Oh, that's somebody right there. Oh, look, y'all, I came through Polito. I never come through Polito. That's where my shop is, everyone. In Idols, my shop is right here at this construction yard. It's surreal not seeing it. No, I'm gonna send her 500 and tell her, go pay the car off. You can owe me, but, you know, she doesn't have to, there's nothing I need. And I'm making wine, you know? I'm gonna go to the lumber place. I'm not doing lumber, believe me. Oh, I did so much lumber in 1.8. Because it paid really good in 1.8. I did so much damn lumber. Bunny rabbit. I got killed by so many mountain lions up here in 1.8. Now I know how to ignore them, how you can get them to ignore you. I have no idea where they are either. They might be out cutting, they might be selling it. So are they making it into lumber, or are they doing it like normal and just putting the wood chips? I wonder why she was unconscious. Did she get attacked by a big kitty? Did little kitty get attacked by big kitty? Yeah, see, I have no idea where they are, and this car is not good on off-road anymore. It used to be decent on off-roading, but now it is not. But I might send her 500,000 and be like, pay the car off. You can owe me instead of owing the clock. You know, because I trust her. I trust her to make it back. You invest in people, yeah. That's what it is. You invest in people. So I think they must be off selling because I don't see. Look at all the bunny rabbits. Oh, no, there they are. And she might just send the money right back. She might be like, no. Oh, there she is.
Hello?
Hi.
Careful not to touch the logs, then they'll roll all over the place.
Oh. Here, I got something for you.
Huh?
Hold on.
I'm holding on. Wait, let me take these headphones off.
Go pay your car off.
What?
Go pay the
No,
car
I
off.
owe you.
Yeah, but you don't owe the city now. I don't want that car being taken away because I heard about your house, and I don't want the car to be like that.
Yeah, I have a new one now. Okay, wait, let me
Okay.
run over there.
Y'all, I'd rather her that's the good deed for the day. Pay off the car, get out of it. She lost her house, everyone. The house she had across the street from Frank. She lost it because she didn't have the money in the bank when they took rent out. So I'll tell her, just go pay off the car. When Max pays you, you know. Like I said, I have everything I need. I don't need anything. I thought she was coming over here to pay the car off. She might have fell.
I thought I could climb the side of that, but...
Yeah, I thought so. No, I know. And when Max pays you, you can just pay me back, you know? I mean, I told you I don't really need the money for anything right now. So I'd rather help you out. You've helped me out. And if you lose a house again, tell me and I'll let you move into mine. I own mine.
Okay.
Or if you don't want to pay rent no more, you can. It's up in Roxwood though.
I got another house in the city now.
Okay. Well, I'm just saying, if you need somewhere to put your stuff and you don't have no place, you're more than welcome. The only other person who lives there is RJ. So where's your new house? Is it on Grove Street?
No, it's near the park. What's it called?
Mirror Park?
Yeah, Mirror Park. It's on
Oh, I used to live
Nicollet
there.
Avenue.
I used to live there last
I
year.
still have some. Let me.
Oh, if you're sending that money, don't. Because you might need some for something else.
Oh no, this is just what was left over.
Oh, you can keep it for now. But I still have... How much money do I still have? I still have about 400,000.
There you go. No, it's just.
And then I got...
It's not that I was broke or near broke. I still have 205 left now.
I keep that. You never know. Now, I'll tell you this. If you want, if, you could talk to Frank. If he'll give you the bottles or the glass, if you want to make wine and sell it yourself, that's fine. It's $75K per 100 bottles.
Can you wait? Let me write that down.
Okay, I'll tell you. You can only make wine, though. Well, don't make beer. I have the beer machine, but do not make beer. It is not worth it.
75K per 100
100.
bottles,
You need 100 bottles, 1,000 grapes, and 300 yeast. That's why I'm always trying to get yeast.
Okay, so 75K, and that is for 100 bottles, 1,000 grapes, and 3,000 yeast.
And 100 bottles.
Yeah.
Yep. And you call Riley, the mayor, and tell her you have it. You sold to her before, didn't you? Didn't you tell me before?
Yeah, I did.
Yep. And she can buy it from you. See, that's how I make most of my money.
Fair enough. Okay. Well,
Yep.
and if you're always looking for I'm around basically all day, so I can always just pop in, make stuff. I don't mind doing that.
I'm gonna leave Eddie a note at the restaurant in his desk telling him about the ingredients.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Eddie though.
Yeah, no, I spoke to him this morning, but he had to go real quickly. And, I first handled the EMS tab with him, and then he was like, but I have to go now, bye. I was like, oh okay, bye.
Okay, well, hopefully I'll catch up with him. But no, what is it? This car. Hold on, I hope I don't destroy my cars. I had this car on finance, and I wish I wouldn't have done it. Because I ended up paying a lot more than what it was worth.
Fair enough.
So I hate when people have cars on finance and it's you, I can help you.
It's not my choice, but I knew Max really wanted that truck. Wait, let me show you the one. You know the one? This one.
Yeah, you had it at Legion, yep.
Yep.
What you could do.
So
no, never mind.
So in the end, it's not my money that is on the line.
Yeah.
Because he's good for it. But
yeah, I know.
Just
I was gonna say you could give the truck to me and I could sell it to Max, but I'm not gonna do that. I'd go drive past him going honk honk. You should go paint it hot pink.
I could, but no. Yesterday, it was out in Legion, and I got. Were you there when I got offered $1 million?
Yeah. Yep, I was.
Yeah, that was crazy. Like
I might have took it.
It was nice. It's nice to have that much money, but I promised it to a friend, and the friendship means more to me.
Somebody's offered me $1 million for this, and I laughed at him.
Oh wow.
Because I paid more than $1 million for it.
Fair enough.
But all right, you and Frank, I think he's waiting on you. But no, look, you've been a good friend to me, so if I can help you out, I'm going to help you out.
Thank you, Aria. That means a lot.
Yep.
Like I said, if I can ever do anything, this aside, prepping for yeast, since it now expires, just let me know.
Yep, but don't tell Max, just tell him that, yep, I paid it off. And then whenever you can, okay? I don't expect, any time. Like I said, I have nothing right now I'm saving up for. Okay, in fact, I'm trying to sell a car, so
Oh, which car?
Yeah. The red one.
Oh yeah, that is indeed a red one.
They say it's loud. I can't, I don't agree with them.
Fair enough.
It might be because I'm deaf, but, I don't hear it at all. But yeah, but okay, I'm gonna go ahead and go. Y'all have fun doing your thing, but I thought I'd give you a hand,
Thank you.
No
so
problem.
much.
All right, you have a great day. I'll see you in a little bit. I'm gonna go to the restaurant. You need anything? Y'all need food or drink? I can bring
No,
y'all
I still
something.
have 4 and 4, and Frank
Oh,
should
okay.
have either 3 and 3 or 4 and 4 as well. I took
All
some
right,
food with
all right.
us, but we've been, Jake has been helping us a lot since of being mauled on by murder kitties, isn't it?
Ah. Okay, but I'm gonna go leave him this note about the ingredients.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, if you can check later and like make sure the tortillas went through. That's about all I can think of.
Okay.
It should though. They were making them when I left. But all right, Kitty, you have a great one. I'll see you in a little bit.
See you soon. Bye.
All right, bye. See that y'all right there. Ay Fuego, that helped her out, right? I have had a car on finance, okay? It sucks. I get why they even have financing in Idols. I'm never gonna do it. I'm never gonna finance a car. It sucks. You end up paying, I think, 20% more. Something like that. Like you pay a lot more than what you would buy flat out. So when she said it was on finance, I'm like, you know what? I have nothing to do with my money. So here's the thing. The city just got that money, right? When a card, the city does not get the money until it's paid off, right? So say I bought, I'll use the tractor. It's a horrible example, right? But say the tractor, it's $100K. Say I put it on finance and then 3 months later, I still haven't paid it off. The city doesn't get that money. They only get the money when the car is paid off. So now, you know what? I don't know if the city gets Benny's money, though. I don't think they do. I think that money just goes to the void. But it also hangs over their head. Like the person who financed it. Like, that's why she's out there working, because, see, I didn't take away, I forgot to wear my seatbelt. I didn't take away, oh, well, she can stop doing that as much if she wanted to, but she's going to want to pay me back as quick as she can. So let's see, this cheese is about to expire. Let's take 4 pieces of cheese and we're going to make fries. I'm checking to see how everything looks. Oh, yeah. Okay, they've done pretty good here. We're just going to take 1 potato, as Mogla would say. All right. We're going to get some food real quickly. Yep, she got hit by a murder cat, y'all. They call them murder cats. I call them kitties. There is a way. Now, it's not 100%. Okay? But there is a way that even when the cat is charging at you, there is a way you can get it to stop. It does not work all the time. I've figured out how to make it work maybe 75% of the time. The problem is I can't show it on stream. I can't, because if I show it on stream, everybody will know how to do it, because that's how Redline works. Why do y'all have why are y'all keeping burnt food? Oh, I was about to say all the toys are gone, but nope, still here. That's how Redline works, unfortunately. If you show something on stream, everyone knows how to do it. I mean, they can look it up themselves. It's not a secret, Just go to YouTube and look how to avoid the mountain lions. I mean, that's what I did. It's not hard. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to melt the cheese. No, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make 2 fries, but then I'm just going to keep the ingredients. Well, no, I have to be at the prep station, don't I? I was going to say I'll just make them, but I got to be at the prep station. But you just go look it up. I mean, it's a simple thing, too. But you've never seen Arya get killed by a mountain lion. I have, like, the one time, and I was glad, too, because I was with, a group of people doing lumber when it happened. If they'd have saw the cat turn around and run away, they would have been like, how did you do that? All right, so let's go. I can go to the farm and get milk if I need a drink. I'd rather not take the cups. Come on. There we go. All right, give me 1 second, everyone. I want to look at something real quickly. Today is the 20th, so okay. I'm looking at the update for Quad, but they don't have what it is. Like, they don't have the patch notes out yet. I was going to see if they fixed the issues that are plaguing people. That might be a game I start soon, though, because it's still new. Like, I don't want to play a game day one, and then it had nothing but bugs, because it makes the game look bad. Like, they have places where people are getting stuck. They have places where people can't progress, and it makes the game look bad if that happens. But it looks like an interesting game. I don't know why they putting more Benny's cars in. Look at how choppy this is. Look at the lag I'm catching right now. You know, this might be 5M, because 5M's been having a few issues over the past couple of weeks. But look at this lag. Oh, it might be because I'm updating Claude. Maybe it's taking a lot of the GPU. All right, let's go check in real quick, because my stress level... Oh, wait a minute. I can't. There's a medic on duty. I didn't break my window. I was afraid. You know what, though? If I go get milk, that'll also reduce the stress. I need to actually talk to Seth and see if they ever fix the basement progress on the houses up in Roxwood. Because that's like the only thing I can think of spending my money on. Is buying a basement for the house and maybe decorating it into like a game room. Make that a bedroom, like a giant bedroom. That's an idea. Yeah, I think y'all might be catching some of this lag. It might be Roxwood. Look, I'm out of Roxwood and now it's gone. It might have just been there. I want to race the police so bad. But I don't want to get arrested for speeding. I think I could outrun the cops, though. I think even Sierra can not outspeed them with Sierra, but I think I'm a okay driver. More decent than most people in this server. I know when to brake, I know when to cut, I know when to e-brake. I know how to stop fast. Not when I'm stressed, apparently. Well, there go my windows. I'm surprised I don't lose wheels on this more. Whee! Landed it. Now, in real life, would anyone drive their car like this? Like in real life, would you launch yourself off of a parking garage? You know? But that's what games are. Games are a fantasy. They're escapism at their finest. We all need something like that. We all need something escapism. Yes. All right, so All right, there goes the stress. Let's get the thirst meter up. Hopefully this will put all of it. Close enough. I know I'm not going to be like, I'm not going to be able to eat 3 fries worth. So, you know what? While I'm here, I asked her. Let's see if the tortillas are done. All right, so it must be. No, still going. Is there flour? There's no flour. Let's turn it off. Since there's no flour, or is the flour machine still going? No, it stopped. Why would that stop? I guess no more powder. Okay, yeah, that would make sense. So I made 210. That should be good enough for them. I didn't even look at what they've been making. Like, you know, mustard, yeah. All right, I'm gonna have 100. I'm gonna have 200 bottles. I have enough for yeast for, did I say 2 more trips? Yeah. So I'll have 500 bottles. That's what I sold to Riley the other day, and I think it got me $375. I'm not sure. Yeah, $375. But yeah, no, if Kitty wants to start doing alcohol on her own, she can. You know, maybe I could tell her she could do white wine and I'll do red. That's not fair, though, because the white you can only do so much. You can't, like, mass produce it like you can red. So that wouldn't be fair to be like, you can only do white. That means she can only do, like, 100 bottles a day. Yeah, she can only do, like, for the first day, she could do 100. Then she can only do 200 after that. If she, like, kept up every day. But she's going to find that glass is the problem. Because it does take an upfront investment. Winemaking was just like fishing. It was a huge upfront investment. Like, let's see, 20, 40 for the farms. 100 for the machines. So that's 140, then the 60 for the yeast machine. That's 200,000, and then 10 for the, yeah, so it's like 220,000 to start to make your first bottle of wine. But it's since paid for itself. I think I'm about even with money spent and money spent on the farm and money earned from the farm. I think I'm about even. Actually, I'm probably, no, I have to be way more ahead. I have to be way more ahead. Yeah, I probably made around 3 million from the farm, and I think I've only put in $500,000. Now that I'm thinking about it, God, if I wouldn't have spent any of my money, if I'd have just bought Cherry Blossom and kept that, didn't buy the house, didn't buy the dumb stuff I did with Bob, I probably would have like 4 to 5 million right now. All right, so let's see. I'm looking for any player. I'm looking for any player to give a bunch of cows to, or a bunch of pigs. A pocket pig. I should have gave him to Frank. Oh, that was a mistake. Yep, I could have. No, because Frank would have gave him to Kitty, and she'd have just brought him back to the farm. Yeah, Frank would have just been like, Kitty would have been like, give me, and she'd have brought him back to the farm. No, I'm trying to get them out of the farm. All right. Nothing is open. Great. Well, first off, how many people are even in Redline right now? Probably, what would they be doing? That's the question now. Like, what would people in Redline? Trucking has slowed down. Like, a lot of people aren't doing trucking anymore. I know Kitty's doing lumber with Frank. I'll pull up in Legion for a minute and see if anybody comes. I was hoping I can get my car fixed. All right. Y'all, here's an idea. Oh, there's somebody right there. Hopefully they come back. Oh, they're coming back. Hello.
What's up, Aria?
Hey, you want something for free?
What's that?
Here, hop out. I'll give it to you.
I'm a little bit wary.
No, it's me. You know I don't do mean things.
Well, but you.
Nope, that's the wrong one. Sorry.
Ah! What are you trying to give me?
There you go.
What the fuck?
Yep. Next
What's that
time,
on a pig for?
the next time you see the cops, you give it to them and go, hey, I found your brother. Here, I'll give you one of these as well. Just one.
What? One of what? You got a drink with that?
Yep, I made too many.
Got a drink?
No, it's food.
Do you have a drink?
Oh, yeah, here. I have one more.
Appreciate it. Where the hell are you getting these pigs from?
I own a farm.
What the fuck?
Here, I'll give you one of these two. Just one, though, because Joey will get mad.
You got a cow? Oh!
You don't.
What has Joey been doing with these?
I have 230 pigs in my pocket and 99 cows.
Oh,
I
my God.
I need to find them good homes.
I do not want to know what.
Aw,
Joey
I was gonna
has
put them in
set
your
up for
trunk.
them cows.
I don't know. He owns like
Borderline
200 of them.
inconvenient, you know?
Go ask him to check
Do you
his
like my
cow
car again?
trunk. Huh? It's okay. It's not my preference.
Yeah, take it for a test drive. You let me drive yours, I'll let you drive this.
Okay. Let's see how fast I can go through the air.
Oh, this thing is 0 to 160 within a block.
Oh.
This is my style. I have all three now.
Okay. Let me see. It might accelerate faster than mine. I'm not sure. I think it's the same. It's going the same speed. The brakes heat up way quicker. Let's see if I can do a turn. Nope. Mine, I can make that turn doing like 120.
Okay, before you park it up, get back in. Get back in.
Okay.
Yeah. Turn it so the back end is pointing that way. Turn it round. Alright, right. Now, hit it in reverse.
Mine does that.
Keep it straight.
No, mine does that though.
It does 90 in reverse.
Yeah, mine does too.
That's crazy shit.
How much did this one cost you?
2.5.
Wait. Hold on. When did you buy this?
What? After I got impeached.
Okay, so you owe Kitty money for a truck, but you have money to buy this.
That was before.
Okay.
Like, I'm
You-
working
yep,
on paying the
she's-
truck off right now.
Yeah, she's doing the lumber right now to make the finance payments.
Yeah, and I've got payments for her as well.
Okay.
I'm doing
no.
trucking to help pay it off. Like, I'm not doing nothing. You know what I mean?
Oh, go sell those pigs. There you go.
What do you mean sell them? Where the fuck do I sell pigs?
I know that Kelly bought a cow from Joey for 2K.
Oh my God.
Yeah, hey, look, there's an opportunity in everything, Max.
You ain't lying. But I'm not a scammer or a con artist or anything like that.
Go up to Rex's and tell him, here, I got some pigs for you. Make sausage.
Fair enough. Well, they have to do their own butchering? Jeez.
No, I do it for him. My farm makes it. So if we were to race to Sandy from here, who's going to win?
Me.
Why do you think that?
Because I'm just a better driver.
I don't know about that, but I don't want to. I want to race a cop, and I almost asked Harry the other
drag
day.
race? All right, let's go. Well, it goes red.
Where are we going?
Straight up
Rex's?
the bridge.
See, his has faster acceleration. Yep, seatbelt. This is where I'm gonna beat him. Look at him swerving all over the place. He lacks control. I don't know if we were supposed to go up that bridge or not. But I'm still going. He said up the bridge. I thought he meant up this bridge, but... No, he's still back there. He's still back there. I see him. Yeah, he's still back there. I'm about to watch the sky blow up. I don't know where he went, but I saw him back there. Like, he went up that bridge, and he was going to come down the other side. And I just said, hell with it, I went straight. Well, look, success, everyone. Success! I've given away 100 pigs. I'd like to give them all away, but that guy's not going to run into there. I don't know what bridge he was talking about, though. Like, he definitely has faster acceleration, but we both have the same speed. We both have the same speed of a car, but he has faster acceleration. But yeah, let him go back to trucking, everyone. I want him to, I'm not going to tell him about me giving her the money, right? Because then I don't want him thinking that, oh, it's paid off now. I can slack off a little and pay her. No. I want him to think that, oh, she's still paying. I should have said just race to my farm. He might not know where my farm is. Huh? All right, give me a second. Hold on, y'all. I gotta talk to my patient for a second. Nothing's wrong. They probably just want to tell me they want to go somewhere or get something to eat. Give me a second. I'll be right back. Hi, I'm back. Sorry about that. Had to talk to her. We had to do something yesterday we forgot to do. So she wants me to do that today. We gotta take, since we're going out of town for a baby shower on Saturday, I'm gonna take the car up to the auto shop and have them just look it over. I don't think anything's wrong with it, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. Okay, so I mean, we could make some more. What I was thinking about doing was emptying the meats entirely, right? All this meat down here, taking all of this and throwing it all away because we can make it, right? We can just go pick it up when we need it. Maybe keep like one row of this for now. But what I was going to do is if Kitty wants to start making alcohol, she can have this entire storage for her. And then I would have the one upstairs. You know, I would make this my storage over here, and she can have the one down on the bottom. And then the other one, the one over here in the corner, that can be like for vegetables and breads and things like that. You know? That way we're not like fighting over storage space. And I'd give her her first 100 bottles. Because they're like, I have them. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Yes, I can make 1, 2, 300 more. And I can only just go pick up one load of grapes. But I am considering doing that. Just moving like this around. Because the water's for the yeast, right? The water's for the yeast and for the bread. So let's go. I'm going to move these down for a second. So that's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And I would give her probably this yeast because she went and picked all this powder up. So I'd probably give her the enough to make 200 bottles because that's 150K. Yeah, okay. But see, I can take this one right here. See, like this, move this over to her crate. And then this can be for like, you know, well, there's a lot of water, but we're going to need water, especially if she's going to start making alcohol. You go through a lot of water. But if she can go make all this powder, have all this water, and then, you know, like, really and truthfully, this is the only other thing we store in here. So I can put the meat products in here, and she can go, and this, yeah, I think that's how we'll do it like that. That way we can help her out and get her some. Plus, it's finding stuff to do. That's another thing, like finding stuff to do in Redline. All right, so we're going to put this over here for her. I mean, we could take all of the meat stuff. All of that'll still fit in this one. Okay, and we'll take as much of the meat as I can. Oh, I almost got all of it. I'll put it over here. I'll sort it out later. All right, put all the meats over here. Which put two of the pigs over here and 2 of the cows. Did I pick up all this? Yes, I can. Okay. So that way she can have the storage by the door. All right, so we're going to take this out right now. And where's that last pork chop? Right here. All right, and we're going to put the bread up here and the 2 cows. And I'm going to take this pocket of yeast right here. Or a pocket of powder. I'll take this. What I could do, though, and I don't know, like, if she gets 800, this might be a good thing to do, too. So, like, I'll show y'all what I'm talking about. Maybe a little deal we can do so I can spread some of the wealth to her. But, if she goes and picks up 800 wheat, she can keep 600 and I get 200. That way I can still get, my yeast done, too. That might be a way to go. Grapes would just be to pick up, right? You have to go pick them up. But, yeah, before she freaks out, let me sort this. We're just gonna move the meats together. Okay, and then the cows will go here. And the pigs will go here. And then we'll move all of this down. And there you go. See, this one's organized now. So you got your meat, you got the stuff for the water for the yeast, because the flour, the yeast, and the eggs you have to keep in the dashboard. The water's the only thing we don't have to put in there. Then you have the stuff for the mustard. Now, see, this might expire now. I haven't gotten mustard in so long. These might have an expiration date, and I don't know. I'm not going to check them either. This might too. I'd have to put them in the dashboard and then take them out. All right, let me see. How am I going to do this? All right, I need a picture with the door. There we go. I can do that. Is there any way I can turn? Yeah, let's turn the flash on. Oh, there we go. Oh, yeah, that's way better. Okay. Let me give Kitty a call real quickly to tell her.
Hey, Aria.
Hey, I'm about to send you a picture of something, right?
Okay.
I don't know. Can I do it at the same time I'm talking to you? Oh, maybe I can.
Okay.
Are you still doing lumber?
Well, I was giving Max his truck, but I'm going back
okay.
to lumber, yeah.
Okay, did you get that picture?
Wait, there's, yeah. Yeah, I get the picture.
Okay, that's your storage. I emptied it out.
Okay.
Now, if you're gonna make alcohol, I put the stuff to make the yeast in there for you. And I'm gonna drop probably 100 of my bottles. You just have to go pick up the grapes.
Okay. Yeah, great.
Don't talk and drive. Don't talk and drive.
I'm not talking and driving. Max is driving, and for some reason, we're stuck on a pole. What the hell is going on?
He lost the race. Tell him he lost the race.
Wait, I'll put you on speaker. You're on speaker now.
Hey, you lost the race, Max.
No, I won.
No, I said go to Rex's.
Oh, no, I had to turn around and get my truck. I said to the bridge at the casino.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear. I thought you said to the bridge. I thought you meant the Roxwood Bridge. But I was like, no, let's go to Rex's.
No. I won the race, sir. I left.
Nah, I don't think so. No, I saw you the whole way. I was right behind you. Your car accelerates faster than mine.
Yeah. That's
but
all
all right, Kitty. If you look in this storage, you'll find the stuff to make some alcohol. You have to go get the grapes, though.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Okay. All right, I'll talk to you later.
Max.
All right, bye.
Bye, Aria.
All right, let's go give her. I'm gonna give her. Well, there's enough for 2 things in there, so let's give her 200. Because, y'all, I need to get these gone. Look how many bottles I have. If I thought other people were doing alcohol, I was tempted to start selling bottles to Riley. But she's not doing alcohol at the moment. And then Frank can help her get the bottles, because he was getting them for me. So if she wants to start buying bottles from him, then he can start it up again. See, we're helping more than one person. That's enough for she would need. All right, so what we're gonna do here. use set title wine. Set content 1,000 times grapes, 300 times yeast, 100 times bottles. And I sign it and I take the note. And I don't think I can put this in there, though. I don't think this is going to allow me to put this in here. No, it won't. Okay. So she's going back up to lumber, so I'm going to go bring this to her. That way she can keep that on. Or she could put it in her car, or she could put it, somewhere. But, uh-oh. I'm low on gas. But, Riley probably will like this because if it's only me making alcohol and I only make like 500 a week, Kitty might start making like 1,000 a week. She might start, when you realize how much money you can make doing the wine, you start doing it. Like to get it back to like city level, like, keeping the city funded, I think they'd have to drop it by half. I'd probably say go to 200 yeast, 500 grapes, and 1 bottle. 1 bottle because you can't really, it's 1 bottle of wine. But if they wanted to like encourage people to farm and do this to help the city out, it's just not worth it to do. It is worth it, let me put it that way. It's just it's time consuming. And Riley's not going to have the time to do it because that's one thing as mayor, you're going to be busy. Okay, all right. You don't know how many people still think you have to do this? Like when it stops, they think you have to take it out and then put it back. You just return nozzle. Just one motion. All right, so Max did get the truck. I wonder if she told him that I paid for it. Because I didn't want him knowing that I gave her the money for it. She couldn't transfer it till she paid it off. That's why. I'm like, why did she just give it to him already? She couldn't because it was still on finance. That's why. See, y'all, I'm dumb. I'm gonna ask Kitty, Soldier, and maybe Mr. Fives. Maybe those 3. Start with those 3 about an interview and just talk with them about, 5M. In general, not just Redline, but like what server did you start out in? When did you know you wanted to do RP? Like what interests you about it? Just, I don't want to be like, ASL, no. No. I don't want to start out with that. I might start out with A maybe, but if anyone who doesn't know, ASL is age, sex, and location. ASL. Location is definitely a no-no. Like, I wouldn't say, like, if I was interviewed, I'd be like, United States. Why, y'all know I've said Louisiana so many times. But I would say that. I wouldn't say, like, what city or anything like that. I would just say location would be, country. Like, if I did Joey, he could just say England. He didn't have to say Liverpool or wherever. I mean, I think he lives in Liverpool, the way he cheers for the team. Okay, I'm not crashing in Polito. That's awesome. I've been avoiding Polito because of the crashing issue. I know Max is happy. You just got a big truck. I wonder if you can use that. You should be able to use that truck in trucking. And she said she was coming back up here. I gotta look for... Oh, hey, I got something to give you real quick.
Okay.
All right, there you go.
Oh,
and
thank you. Oh, that's amazing.
You'd have to go get the grapes, but you have enough to make 200 bottles. You have 200 bottles and 600 powder and water. So
Okay.
I already went and got some grapes, so I don't know if you're going to be able to get 2,000. But you'd definitely be able to get 1,000 though. You just have to have a room in the farm.
Okay, that's yeah. I'll keep an eye on that.
Yep.
Thank you.
And there's 210 tortillas.
Okay. Oh, that's good. Yeah, I just restocked with 300, but they go so fast.
Okay,
Same with the
yeah.
patties and the chicken. Everything goes so fast with the
That-
burritos.
The storage that had the mustard in it has the meat in there now too.
Okay, good to know. Yeah,
But-
I put oil on to make and put the mustard seeds in. I don't know. Did you turn on
Yeah,
the mustard?
it
as
did- no,
well?
it-
Did you
it-
see that?
I don't know. I'll go check. But when you
Yeah.
walk in the door, that storage directly to your right
Yeah.
has all
yeah.
your stuff in there.
Thank you so
Now,
much.
can I ask a favor?
Any?
When you go get the wheat, if you get 800, give me 2 of it. Because you need 600, you'd have 2 left over. So if I got that 2, then that would be the cost of doing it.
Oh, yeah, sure. Of course. Yeah, no.
That way,
anytime.
you're
Even
not, you
if
don't
you
have
need
to
more.
make. No. I'm making it as like a pastime hobby.
Fair enough.
But yeah, so you have enough. If you went and did it today, you'd have 150K worth of wine.
Wow.
Did you tell him that I gave you the money? I hope you didn't.
No, I didn't. You told me not
Okay,
to.
good. I've already talked to him. Yep. All right, I'll see you in a little bit, though. I got to take a nap.
Okie dokie. See ya.
Y'all, I do actually have to take a nap. I'm going to take a nap up here at this guest. The vet called. They have him. And we need to go get him. We have some stuff for the vet. We're going to donate all of the stuff we use for his medicines. Like we have needles, we have medications. We're going to give it back to him. That way they can help other cats. But let me see who's streaming. But yeah, no, I don't want him to sit up there all day. I want him to be home. All right, we have maca and sourdough. We're gonna do... You know what? I have not... hold on, I need to look. Lazy sourdough is new. But you know what? We're gonna raid maca. I haven't raided maca in a long time. It has been a while. And it looks like he is doing Redline. So I will see y'all all tomorrow. I don't know if my chat went out or I'm just not seeing anything. But I will see all of y'all tomorrow. I might start Claude. I don't know. It depends on if this update fixes the stuff. I might see y'all later tonight. I might stream in the afternoon again. But I'll definitely be here. I hope y'all have a great day. I hope y'all go tell Maka I said hi because, well, it's Maka. And let's see. How many people have already left? Like 10. All right, y'all. Y'all have a great day. And I'll see y'all next time. All right. Bye.